Well, today we are wrapping up the spring market of 2021 and going over exactly what happened in the housing market. This spring has been hot, like many others, only exemplified by the fact that we just haven't seen as many houses come on the market. So today we're going to go over all those numbers to get you caught up and also figure out exactly what we have ahead of us in the next 2 or 3 months heading into the summer markets and exactly where we're going. So stick around for those numbers. Hi, I'm Jake Tysiak, that guy that sells houses. And as I mentioned, we're diving into some numbers today because we have finally wrapped up the spring market. Now, over the course of the last 3 months is usually when we see the peak of our activity in the real estate market. So we'll find out if that's going to be continuing or if we've hit our highs and we're going to return to a little bit more balanced market. Now, as always, we're going to cover the entire MLS here in the Chicagoland area. We're going to dive into a little bit of those numbers, including DuPage County and Will County specifically. So stick around. We'll wrap up with a little bit more of my predictions as well as what's going on with foreclosures. So let's start off as we usually do with the sold prices and seeing how much we've increased. With here in the MLS, we've seen an increase of 1.6% up to just above $328,000 as a yearly average sales price across the MLS. DuPage County and Will County are also seeing similar increases as well. And of course, all that does tie into exactly the amount of homes that have sold, as we've seen so much demand, with last month seeing over 14,200 homes close across the MLS. And Will County actually saw a big increase as well, up 16% compared to April's numbers, with over 1,000 homes closed in that county alone. Now, of course, we are still looking for new listings coming to the market so we can keep a more balanced market than we're currently seeing. Across the entire MLS, we saw just over 21,000 homes come to market, and that is just a tick down compared to last month, but staying relatively steady as we look across the different markets. DuPage County just down a little bit, Will County just up a little bit, and those numbers are obviously contributing to the fact that we still need more homes for sale. Now, we always want to see new homes come into the market with our current inventory levels. And usually May is a great month as we see more homes come to the market. Unfortunately, that did not continue. And that's really contributing to our inventory levels, with the amount of for sale homes available at the end of the month falling to below 20,000 across the entire MLS. And that is a new low when we look at our inventory levels. Now, when we actually look at the amount of homes going under contract, it seems the majority of the near suburbs have gotten saturated. Buyers are becoming really anxious to purchase homes and starting to permeate further out into the suburbs, including DeKalb County, Kane County, even further out, to find a home that fits them properly. And that's really where we're seeing a lot of these numbers increase as far as the under contract, reducing our inventory levels. Now, I know I've said in the past we're anxious to see what happens next month, but June is really a key point. See, traditionally, March, April, and May are our three busiest months as far as homes coming in the market, homes going under contract. And usually around this time is when we see our peak in activity as far as the amount of homes going under contract, and then it slowly tapers off throughout the course of the year until we reach February and things start to ramp up again. Now, the amount of homes selling can stay relatively consistent during some of these months, but as far as our inventory and new listings, this is usually where we see our peaks. However, with this new lows, we really are trying to anticipate at least, what's going to happen. This is a big concern too, because COVID restrictions are starting to loosen up and we're seeing a lot more activity, and I think that's a lot of why we saw that peak of the amount of homes going under contract in May. Because again, March, April, and May are usually pretty consistent, but we did see that spike in May. Now, going forward, although this may be concerning, I feel like this is a good opportunity as well. Like I said in previous videos, the fact that buyers are getting concerned is often due to the fact that sellers are just not coming to the market, and part of that reason is they can't find homes to purchase themselves because everybody's been just a little bit more conservative when it comes down to it. So putting on your home on the market in such a hot market is hard because you need to find yourself a place. Now, with restrictions opening up, people starting to return to restaurants, mask restrictions loosening, and things coming back a little bit more to normal and comfort levels, returning to the general public, I think we'll start to see more and more people start to get comfortable with what they're looking to do as far as put their home on the market. Keeping in mind that people who have high risks now have had a chance to be vaccinated, are more comfortable, and we should hopefully see this continue throughout the summer. This happened last year as when COVID first started, things slowed down and our numbers were depressed into the summer months. But once summer got here, we saw more and more homes go under contract. Unfortunately, we didn't have the listings. So now we're really hoping that the next couple of months reverse those trends. And this is part of the reason I've mentioned before that people are worried about a bubble. I don't really see the bubble because the sellers are there. They just can't find homes and therefore not putting their homes on the market. So while they're not raising their hands and putting their home on the MLS and all your favorite websites for you to look at, they want to sell. They just need an opportunity to find the right home and make a comfortable move for themselves. So we're going to continue to monitor this because really I see the next few months as being a key point. If you look at last year, again, the homes under contract ramped up, and then it was towards the end of the summer that we started things to slow down. Now, slowing down might be like a concern for the bubble, but at the same time, there's just a lot of demand out there, and I think levels will even out very quickly once we see everybody settle into place, and as we start to hopefully return to a state of more traditional normality prior to COVID. So again, let's also follow up lastly before we leave with delinquencies. Because the delinquencies we've been following as well to find out, are we experiencing a wave of foreclosures coming? Now our numbers fell again to a new low since COVID has set in at 4.66% of homes being delinquent. Now again, it will be key in the next few months as the safety precautions to keep people from being evicted from their homes are being lifted to see exactly if we do see a wave of foreclosures coming about. Now, most people I feel do have the opportunity to sell their home if they can because of increased sales prices going up and more equity in their home. So if you do find yourself in a situation, feel free to contact an agent if you want to sell your home or feel it's in your best interest, or two, at least reach out to your bank if you are behind, as you could possibly make arrangements to get the home back in good standing and look for alternatives. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and if you're curious more about purchasing a home, take a look at our series up here, and YouTube thinks you're going to like this video here. If you have any other questions, give me a call. I'm always happy to help. I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller Williams. Thanks for watching.